this is T. Send the money.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't remember
Send the money. We need the money.
Okay, no, I can't play that. I have to send that to somebody.
No, Nosy, keep going. You gotta keep going. Nosy, I done sent 6 hand hearts. Now come on.
And we'll see. I got a galaxy.
Y'all, I gotta listen. Let me listen to the call first, and we might play it.
But that's not no good when you do it like that.
But it is. I do have the call. I do have the call. So the call includes. I didn't know it included.
So you can mute up and listen real quick.
You see all this money coming across the screen.
Just mute up and listen, Nosy. Let me HB hold it down for a second. Let's listen.
You messy. Why you gifting me? I'm not playing the call.
Baby Martell sitting next to Nitro. You know it's gonna get this is good.
But at the time I recorded a lot of calls because that's just what my answering machine service did. It just recorded all of them when I do
that too sometimes, depending on who on the phone. Y'all, anybody here got a line? Somebody?
No, I don't want Another question.
No, we're not moving.
We're gonna slow back and go backwards because we're HB. We're right on the money. Stay right here.
But I do want to say this. You guys don't have to give me. I don't care about that. What I say is, it is true. At the time, that call said March 1st, 2023. It was a call between me, Tea Time, Evans, and Diamond. It was a recorded call because all my calls at the time, when I was in my other place, was recorded through my phone system. So it recorded all the calls. It was a landline call. So I want to make that clear. 2, the meeting occurred because Tea Time came to me and said that there was just this strife between her and Diamond. And then she sent me the screenshots of, what's it called? The mafia harassing her on Diamond's website. And then it just went totally nuclear. And me and my business partner at the time said, we have to get on the call. Now, at the time, there was a fallout between Diamond and Evans, which I completely forgot about. I didn't even remember that. Again, you guys, we're talking about 2 years. Damn, we're talking about damn near 2 years ago. So there was also a fallout with Diamond and Evans, and we all got on that call, and that's where it was. So I don't know if I want to play that call because I don't know what's in it.
I think the worst part has already been said.
Yeah, so let's just
and that's that she was 11K in debt. So I think that the rest of it should just
from a meet and greet is what he said.
Doesn't matter when it was from. We heard it though. Do you want to ask the people, maybe smiley face yes, sad face no, if they want to hear it?
No, I'm not gonna do that because they're gonna say yes. No, I don't want to play it because you gotta at least let me hear it first. You gotta let me hear it first. If I didn't know at the time, I don't know if currently Tea Time was needing some sort of proof that she was being harassed on Diamond's website, but that is true. That's what that meeting was for. That meeting was because she was being harassed. At the same time, though, too, the meeting. Hold on, Braid. The meeting too was also because Diamond was being harassed. But at the time of that call, we didn't know that Tea Time was behind that Panther page. We didn't know that. Now, it would have been helpful if Tea Time would have disclosed that, but I don't think she discloses that on the call. But I think Diamond discloses she's being harassed online. But again, until you guys just told me this about Tea Time, I had no idea. Nobody.
So you know what I think? You know what I find funny? Diamond said that day when we was in AJ's live and we found out that Tea Time was behind Pink Panther. Diamond said that she had no idea that Tea Time was being harassed. She was completely unaware of anything like that. So for that meeting to be about Tea Time being harassed, it's baffling to me.
It was about both of them being harassed, but Tea Time had proof because it was from Diamond's website. Diamond didn't have proof, but she had proof of, I don't know if Diamond sent it to me at the time, but Diamond did have proof of, obviously, you guys know, it's this Pantherist page of her being harassed. But they were both being harassed, but that would have been purgative information to know that Tea Time was behind that page. You understand what I mean? Like, it would have been purgative to know that information. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'd have to listen to the call again. You got to let me listen to that call privately. I should have never played any of it, but at the time of that call, I believe Diamond said that she thought it was Tea Time supporters harassing her from those pages, that Panthers page specifically. But obviously Tea Time never admitted to it. You know what I mean? Tea Time never admitted to it, but it was about both of them, both of their audiences. It really wasn't about them. It was about their audiences and basically getting your audience members in check. That's what it was.
I did say
on 1% yet, Nosy is starting to glitch. We don't want that phone done live on us.
No, I'm glitching.
It was earlier. I thought it about hit the 1% mode.
Okay, well.
Bye if you want us to get out of here.
When you gonna come back and play the phone call?
I'll
HB, let's give her live back.
Let me first send the call to Tea Time, and I'll send the call to Diamond, and I'll let them play it.
Don't send it to Diamond.
To me and HB too, and we'll all
No,
make it.
I'll send it to Tea Time.
We'll hold on to it until you're ready. Like seriously,
I'll send it to them, and if they want to play the call, they're more than happy to play it. I'm not going to play it, but they're more. I should have never played the first
HB
clip.
get it.
Tea Time. How much for you to play it?
And how much can you just?
It's their call, so they can play it. Does that make sense?
Just send it to Tea Time. She will press play immediately.
Tonight, and I will be up in there.
Yeah, give it to T. We'll be over there. She gonna do it. Send it to T. T, we got you, babe. We'll be there.
Please don't send
Nosy,
it to
I'm gonna HB. We are welcome is being overstayed. Let's get on at it. There's T right there.
Let me just clear this up real quick. Diamond was not being harassed by no Panther page because the Panther page didn't come until after that meeting. Because in that meeting, you were here on that call when the other vloggers like Gen X and Panther Power, you guys were saying there was nothing you guys can you. Even though they were people that was with her, there was nothing.
Remember the call?
Yeah, I remember it.
Give it to her. She's ready
what
for
y'all
it.
said, what y'all said was there was nothing y'all can do about it because it wasn't directly her. Even though it was her people, like with the bloggers and stuff, it wasn't directly her. So that's why the Panther page was created. I was like, oh, okay, well.
But I remember on the call, I remember, do you remember Double D? She was on that call too, and she was like, asking Diamond if she could take that stuff down off of the. I remember her saying,
"Yeah, that was for the website, the stuff that was on the website."
Yeah,
but not the other page, just because they didn't belong to her. The website belonged directly to her.
Okay.
So when I explained that, you guys said that you encouraged her to take it down, but you guys couldn't do nothing about the other people, which is why I created my own blog page. So I'm like, if they gonna fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with them back. So that's what made me create Panther.
Okay, so it was before Panther. Okay, thank you. Again, without re-listening to the call, if you want it, T, I can airdrop it. I cannot airdrop it, but I can. If you want it, I can more than.
Yeah, you can send it to me because I remember that call, and I remember I was very respectful. I remember the attitude. I remember all that stuff. So the fact that you got it is amazing because I remember that call, and people were trying to make it like I was crazy.
Yep, they sure did. They said that Diamond was saying that this never happened. Nobody ever harassed her. Even the people that was a part of the page, like I used to be on that page and we never harassed. Oh, this is good to me. T, when are you going to play it?
Bye, y'all.
T, we'll see you soon, T. We'll see you soon, T.
Send it to us.
Thank you, T. I'm getting out of here too. Nosy, thank you so much for the interview. As long as you get that to her,
I'll send it to her. I'll send it to Diamond too.
Just to make it even.
Without this interview, I completely forgot that I had that archive of phone call. I really did.
So shout out to me and HB. We did get where we needed to go. Thank you. And thank you for answering the question, Nosy. It's always a good time. They said we need to do this once a month or once a week. They enjoyed it, okay?
You want to meet my man?
Who's your man?
Babe, come up. Request up. Get this Bree rumor shit out the damn way. Once and for all.
Let me get it.
Babe, don't request up. Make sure you watching the queue.
Okay, I see someone in the queue. Oh, God. It's Edwin.
Yeah, we a thing.
You're talking to my lady. Is that what you're doing?
I am.
Did you know that? No.
Turn your camera on.
Let me turn my camera on. Hold on. Let me say, how you doing, Nosy? It's good to see you.
Edwin.
Why you close your eyes, Nosy? You did one of these numbers. When it all started, we asked everybody. I know y'all were not ready for this. You missed it, Nosy. You were not around. We had an overnight sensational series going on, me and HB. And everybody was like, what in the world is happening around these parts? Not them two. I'm like, yes, we're an item now, see?
Okay.
So how you doing, Nosy? It's good to see you.
You know she.
Excuse me?
You be giving her money. You know she about her money.
Oh, we're all about that paper, baby. Shoot.
You give her
That's
money?
why I respect you. No, I don't give her no. We earn it.
I want.
She can have whatever she like. But here's the thing, Nosy. We all are after the paper. And one of the things that you have, beloved, is the keys to the city. And I would love for you to come out and just do a series on how to be nosy. Like, how you became you, what you do, how you do what you do, because you got a lot of information in that dome, and
Now
we
you
would
giving
like for
her too
y'all to
much
share it.
compliment.
No, I just wanted to share it out to the masses. We're all trying to be viral like her. We want to be the next coming of whatever it is.
Babe, are you gonna be at the rodeo remix on my arm?
I'm really considering that. Yeah, I need to make an appearance. I need to go outside. People need to see me.
You said you wanted to chase me up some stairs.
Or around the corner. Big dog style. I tell you, quit fooling with them little puppies.
Can you do that growl? Can you do that growl for me?
No, Nosy ain't ready for it. She ain't ready. Nosy, you're going to have to come in the overnight hour to kind of hear some things like that.
I'm gonna pass, but I know it's good.
Nosy, you could show up. When you wake up and...
Pickleball with this pussy. All right. Nosy, this was good
right.
and messy for me, and I really enjoyed this. I hope you come back tomorrow.
Okay. I might be back tomorrow. Let me airdrop this call so people can listen to it.
Tell Blaine I love and miss her. I am about to go be messy and do my Pride Live. Well, not messy, but I'm about to go do my Pride Live. Hold on. I tell your sister I said hello.
I sure.
Bella's in the building.
Hey, Bella, how you doing? I didn't see her in the comments. Hey, Bella.
I think you just got it. Here's my first time seeing her. So, yeah, that we call her Butterball Bella and Butterfinger Blaze, child. They was over there talking about yesterday the first time they ate some cat. Blaze said he was 10.
Oh, my.
Yes, and he said he enjoyed himself. So, that's that. Oh, she said all is well. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna get down here so I can get ready for this live.
Okay, we'll have a good live. I'll pop in there if I see y'all.
You so committed. Look at your little TikTok blanket, please.
Oh, they made this for me. They took me on a brand trip and they made this for me. They put my initials on it.
That is cute. I like
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll see y'all later.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you for the questions.
You're welcome.
Oh, that was an interesting live stream. Let me send over this phone call. And then I guess they can do with it what they will. Because again, I think 90% of the call, I'm just listening. I don't know if I'm talking too much, but I'll send it over to Tea Time and I'll send it over to Diamond. And if I had Evan's information, I'd send. Bye, Nosy. You going ahead and relax. Not me going ahead and relax. It was but again, I didn't, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not think about that call until she mentioned or Breaking mentioned the Panther lady page or whatever the Tea Time was running. I didn't even remember that. So hey, that's why you ask follow-up questions in interviews, because it sparks, what's it called? It brings back memory. It brings back memories when you actually care about interviewing someone and actually getting down to asking them integral questions and stuff like that, But if you don't ask people follow-up questions, then shit, they just not gonna remember shit, So it was a literal memory recall. So, I think they did a great job with the interview. Hopefully I gave you guys good answers. I know I'm not like the best at answering questions because I don't really get interviewed often, but hopefully I gave you guys the answers that you guys liked, and do with it what you will. But I'm going to go, I just charged my phone. I'm on like 10%. I guess I could stay until, you said that's the thing about memories. Yeah, they just pop right open. Especially me when I'm so busy, but we didn't even get to the news. I was supposed to be covering the goddamn news. What the hell? I was supposed to be covering the news. I didn't even cover any of the news that I was supposed to be covering today. You said it was good to me. It was good to me. I know, y'all so messy. That's what messy talk is. It's just people being messy. And delivering the tea. DDG. Yeah, I didn't even get to DDG's fight. I didn't even get to Root Picnic Fest, whatever it's called, Root Picnic Fest. I guess I could just discuss those I'm going to cover them anyway on the For You page. So if you catch it on the For You page, you'll catch it on the For You page. Let me read some of your comments before we get going. I'll just wait till my phone dies. You said you already on the blogs, Nosy. And your heart is ashy. Kim Brees, is that your name? Thanks for letting me know. I'm already on the blogs. He said, what happened to DDG? One of his entourage members got into a fight with another streamer. You say you hear about the guy that dated a therapist briefly. I briefly heard about that. I haven't, you guys, I just got home too. So I heard about that. And then I guess the therapist was like a large content creator here on TikTok, whoever this therapist is. And she caught his video and then they're just going video for video. That's all I heard. You said news out of Colorado. What's that, Omar? The therapist viral threat is hilarious. What did the therapist say? You said ashy heart. Yeah, you said my heart never stay ashy. Thank you. I appreciate that. You said Smack said bring him up. Who is Smack? Smack saying let him up. Maybe he wants to come to Messy Talk. Who is Smack? Who is that? Me and my mom love you page. Thank you, Yaya. I appreciate that. Let me follow you back. Terror attack in Colorado. Oh my gosh. You said send her to me since y'all said I need a therapist. I don't think that's the therapist you want, Fran. I don't think that's the therapist you want. I don't know who Smack is, but I'll let Blaine up. What's up, Blaine? What's up, Blaine?
Girl, hold on now. I don't know. You tell me, child. What did I
I'm about
miss?
to get off. My phone is on literally 2%.
What did I miss? What was that?
Who? That old man? That's Edwin, girl.
Somebody, uncle.
That's HB's new boo thing, child, which I think is a running joke. I don't think it's her real boo thing, but
No, you know that.
I'm about to get down though, because again, my phone's on
Me too.
2%. Love
I was
you.
saying hello, but yeah, call me later.
I will. I'll call you.
Take me down. You know, I don't know how to do
I'll
that.
drop you. Watch your head, friend. Smokey the Bear. You said you got to always have it plugged in, Nosy. My charger's not very long. It's not very long. Yeah, y'all know that's my sister. You said the messenger. He covered the YSL trial. The messenger. He covered the YSL trial. Who's the messenger? Smack comment again. Said nobody gonna tell QL anything. So nobody gonna tell QL. Where's QL? Hey QL. You say y'all look so much alike. Do we? Smack the messenger. He gained an influence, Nosy. Who is he? Oh, I see him in my request. Whoa. City Trend selling 10-foot chargers.
Oh, we are here. What's up, Nosy?
Not much. Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I just want to say that kudos to you, man. You doing your thing, and I love it.
Thank you.
All right, so what do you think? What do you think so far? What are your sightings on everything that's going on?
Going on what?
On the Diddy trial. Do you side with anything yet, or are you still 50-50?
I'm sorry, say it again. Do I side with who?
Are you siding with anything yet, or are you still 50-50?
Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean 50-50?
Do you feel like he's guilty, or do you feel like he's innocent, or do you feel like you still don't want anything to do with this case? Like, how do you feel about everything that you're reading? Because I watch you every day. I'm a fan. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see like how you feel about the whole scenario. Honestly, it's still hard for me. I don't know which side to choose yet, because from one perspective, I feel like are they overcharging him? The other perspective, Diddy is horrible. He did way too much in the past 10 years, and he should be locked up. But my question still is it Rico? But I like to hear how other people feel about the scenario.
Okay. Oh, okay. So to ask if something's Rico, the first thing people think of, it's money, right? It's money, it's gangs. Rico just means using your enterprise to do dirty work. That's all it means, right? Like using your enterprise. Bad Boy Records was his enterprise, and everything that he was doing was under the umbrella and the American Express card of Bad Boy Records. That is Rico. He doesn't need a full team to engage in Rico. He doesn't need 50,000 members to do it. He had 3 members of his security detail, 4 assistants, and a chief of staff. That's all it took for him to terrorize people up from the East Coast to the West Coast. So yeah, it's Rico. That's Rico.
Okay. Another question is, if it's Rico, why is he the only person getting charged for the Rico? Usually we see 3 to 4 people charged with a Rico. Why is he the only one on the stand for the Rico? Because most people never seen a Rico where it's only one person getting all of the charges.
Well, you have to go back just a little bit, right? So one, a lot of those people got immunity, and a lot of people turned state's evidence. So That's typically what they do. Had Diddy just turned state's evidence, he could have turned state's evidence on any of his potential co-defendants, but he didn't. He pled not guilty. The co-defendants, would-be co-defendants, turned state's evidence and got immunity, right? So typically you're not going to see those additional charges until after the trial. So let's say the trial ends, his security detail gets up and testifies, his chief of staff gets up and testifies. It could then be disclosed, okay, well, she testified. She didn't get immunity, but she got 2 years in state prison. Usually we don't find that out till after the fact, right? But they have to testify first before they serve their sentence, if they do get a sentence or if they got immunity. But then you still have to go a couple of decades back when RICO was a federal statute created to take down mafia members. So if you go back to early mafia members in Chicago and Boston and in New York, a lot of those individuals were being taken one by one. They didn't have co-defendants at the time. It was just, Sammy the Bull. It was just, Tony to this. It was just Ricky to that. It was just these specific individuals. It didn't become until years later where federal prosecutors were like, you know what? Charge them all. Give them all co-defendants. And you would see like 50 mob members, in a federal courtroom. So you can be charged with RICO as a one secular individual enterprise by yourself, right? If Bad Boy was run by 28 people and those 28 people were inflicting harm on Cassie, then he'd have 28 co-defendants. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Bad Boy is him. He is Bad Boy.
Last question, because I'm honestly, I came up here because people requested me, but I'm asking other people's questions. Do you think that last question? Do you think that Trump would pardon him if he is found guilty, and how would that make his campaign look, or his presidency look, if he did do that?
Well, Trump only cares about money. So if Diddy gets charged, first of all, you should prepare for Diddy to have already been rubbing elbows with the Trump administration. He's already doing that. Like, if you don't believe he's already doing that, we're just not rich enough to see it. But he is. So Diddy is preparing himself for a pardon. And it doesn't take much to get a pardon from Donald Trump. It just takes $1 million plated dinner to get a pardon. If you can afford it, and you can go to Mar-a-Lago and you can send your representative there to pay that $1 million plated dinner, you're going to get a pardon. It's just that simple. So, yeah, if he does get charged, he'll pay it. We just saw that young YB
young boy.
Young. What's his name? Young NBA
young boy. Yes,
we saw him do it. We saw Kodak Black do it. We saw Lil Wayne do it. Like, tons of rappers, tons of celebrities, tons of people in the Black community who have money, power, and status do it. So it wouldn't be outside the scope of Diddy doing it too.
Okay. Do you feel some type of way when you're covering the Diddy trial? Do you feel like the spotlight is on you?
On the Diddy trial?
Yeah.
No, because I'm just reading transcripts. Like, that's really all I'm doing. No one talks about me. They just, if you read the comment section, they're really just talking about the transcript, the crimes, the criminality, the heinousness of it. So no, I'm not. Never once have I ever showcased any of my content to be the center of attention.
I'm slipping extra stuff in there, but last question, and I'm out of here.
You can take your time.
No, because they start getting nosy after a while. Last question, though, but what is your views personally? Would you give those out to the people?
My view on what?
On how you feel about the Cassie situation, Diddy. Where do you stand as far as how their relationship was? I think more people are more concerned about how their relationship was and where people stand, what type of person you are, rather than was it RICO and was it abusive? Because I feel like everybody feels like it was an abusive relationship. But people want to know where a lot of people stand. Some people say that she's not a victim.
That's based off of the reason why I don't see any of those comments like that. No one has ever come to my comment section and say, is this really RICO? It's based on how you deliver the news. If you're delivering the news with this open-aired question like, well, he is abusing her, but I don't know if it's RICO, the For You page is going to draw those individuals who have skepticism to you. That's why you have so many questions like that. I don't have questions like that because it's a very open and shut case. He abused this woman and he used his enterprise to do so. Ipso facto, he is an abuser. He kidnapped individuals and he also was using his enterprise to do it. There is no doubt. So I don't leave doubt or clouds of suspicion in the air for that to draw that type of audience. So it's based off of how you yourself, Mr. Smack, is producing your news. That's what's drawing people to your page. That's why you're kind of up in the air with it, right? It's very speculative for you. So one, if that's the type of audience you want, hey, that's the type of audience you want. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to draw your own conclusions about Diddy in order for it to be able to solidify the answer to your audience, because you're the one delivering it. Your audience isn't delivering it to you, and vice versa. You're delivering it to them. So if you're still like questioning the charges, questioning the nature and the behavior of the enterprise, then you probably want to answer that first before you produce more news about it, because what you're doing is making it seem as though it's okay to beat someone, but hey, we don't want to take away the light that he was a businessman, but he was using his business to do it, right? So you might there might be some things you want to check at the door first before you continue.
So like I said, it was questions that came up that people sent me here, but I don't think I leave room for it. I think I just stay neutral in a lot of this stuff. But I get what you're saying though. I definitely get what you're saying though.
Yeah. So yeah, if you feel like there's no neutrality in abuse, there's no neutrality in RICO. So if you feel as though you have to remain neutral, it's because you're pandering to an audience that feels both. The question is why, and the reason why is because you're neutral, right? I'm not neutral. I'm partial, right? I'm not impartial, I'm partial. I'm very much on the side of Cassie. I'm very much on the side of the victims who testify. I'm very much on the side of that. So there's no impartiality into how I discuss the news. There's no questions in the air. There's no 50-50. It's just, I'm on the side of Cassie. And my content shows that, it reflects it, and it doesn't attract individuals who are neutral.
Respect.
You know what I mean?
Respect. But I just wanted to get everybody's questions out the air, and thank you so much, man. I watch you all the time, Nosy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me follow you back, Smack Messenger. Smack the Messenger.
Right.
Thank you so much. I hope I answered his questions to the best of my ability. Yeah, it's just, again, we oftentimes forget how powerful the algorithm is. The algorithm is very powerful. It's going to bring you what it is you want to see. It's going to bring you what it is you're producing. So if you're producing content that's, I'm not saying he is, but if you're producing content that's pro Harvey Weinstein, you're going to get pro Harvey Weinstein people. If you're producing content that's pro-Trump, you're going to get pro-Trump support. You understand what I'm trying to say? You're only going to draw the audience based off of what you produce. If I produce mommy content and showed you about baby beds and baby food, I'm probably going to get an audience full of mommies. You know, maybe a couple of daddies who are very active in their kids' life, but for the most part, I'm going to get a whole lot of mommies. You understand what I mean? So it's just based off the content you produce. I don't produce content that supports men. So that's why my content's full of men who hate men and women who hate men. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, my content is based off of me, you know? Me and my biases, you know? You said, Nosy, you real for letting him ask those questions. Yeah, no problem. I have no problem people ask questions, you know? You got a question? I'll answer it to the best of my ability. You said people don't seem to understand the algorithm. I do. I understand the algorithm. Like, me and her go together real bad. 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 Me and the algorithm, we like this. We locked in. Me and the algorithm are locked in. We are locked in. Me and the algorithm are locked in. He said, hey, Nosy, has there been any update on Melly? No, his trial starts September of this year. That's the last update. So, and also he did not get bond. They're fighting to see if they can appeal it, but no, he didn't get granted bond. But those are the two updates. You said, yeah, you got to learn the algorithm. You should. The algorithm is your friend. You said, once I understood it's over for y'all on my mama. You said, once I understood. What does that mean? Is that QL? QL, is that you? They said, chat it up. Oh, you changed your profile picture. That's why I didn't recognize you. Hi, QL. I miss you. You said, girl, thanks for the content on trial. You're welcome. You said, thanks for giving that answer that regards to what RICO really means. Yeah, because a lot of people think it's just money. It's not always money. It's just enterprise. RICO means enterprise. You're building an enterprise of crime, you know? Just think I forgot about Melly. I know. We got to cover Melly's trial. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might switch Melly's coverage to a YouTube live stream. I might switch Melly's, but Melly's coverage is in Broward County, Florida, and it's live streamed. So it's a lot easier than Diddy's trial because I have to read. Melly's trial, I just play clips. I just watch the trial through, pause it on a clip that I think that you guys will find interesting, and I screen record it and I air it. So Melly's trial is easy, so I'm not too concerned about it. It's just, it is time consuming. But Diddy's trial is hard because you're just so much reading. He's a teen Cassie. She was groomed so young and grew up next. And I'm curious if Diddy was her first boyfriend. That's what I'm really curious about because he met her at 19, 20. I'm curious if he was her first boyfriend. He said, how did you learn it? I'm trying to find a way to get my business looked at more. Well, I mean, it's about how you produce content. If you're just producing, and I'm just gonna take a wild guess, if you're producing clips of your content with music, that's not gonna do. That is the old algorithm from Instagram. You need to talk in your videos. You need to open your mouth and move your lips. You need to show your face because the algorithm recognizes as facial recognition. You need to show your face and you need to talk. That is the only way. There's no hashtags that are going to save you. There's not a music clip from Michael Jackson to Janet Jackson to Beyonce that's going to save your business. If you want your business and your content to take off, you need to get in front of that camera and need to open your mouth and need to move your fucking lips. That is it. I tell people that all the time. Your content's not going to be saved with a trending sound. Your content is not going to be saved with a flashy edits. If you want people to know where you're located, you want people to know what you sell, you want people to see your storefront if you have it, you want people to see the food you sell or the product you make, you need to get on camera. You need to cut it out because a lot of people, the reason why they don't get on camera is because they're camera shy. You need to practice and you need to continue to make content in the camera, talking until you're unnervous, till the nervousness goes away, and until you overcome that hump. If your business is predicated on social media, your social media profile is not going to go anywhere. Unfortunately, it's not going to go anywhere. You're going to get drowned out by each new update of an algorithm. Every time an algorithm gets updated, you're going to be drowned to the bottom of the algorithm. You're just going to keep drop till no one knows your page exists, till TikTok starts to think you're a bot and ban you. So that's my best advice to you. That's literally my best advice to you. You're gonna have to. It's 9 times out of 10 is camera shyness. That's all it is. 9 times out of 10 is people are shy on camera. That's all it is. That's it. They're just like, I just can't do it. I'm nervous. I'm like, you're nervous. So's your page. So's them numbers. Okay. So's them views. You nervous. So them views nervous too. Okay. You nervous. So's them views. Them views are nervous. I was nervous too. We all get over it. Once you get over it. Became a big singles mixer. Thank you, Nika. Thank you, Meek Me. Became a big ass singles mixer. Y'all remember Afrotech? Okay. They the rest of the Diddy trial for Friday, it was over. They went to break, never came back. They'll be back Monday. So yeah, thank you, Meek. So I'm gonna be gone. I gotta send these videos and stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more news. When is Afrotech? Child, I don't know. That it is a singles mixer now. It's not even tech and it's not even Afro. It's somewhere in Texas and it's just black people in tech. Like, you know how many women are on TikTok who said they met their husbands at Afrotech? You know how many men on TikTok said they met their wives at Afrotech? Nobody goes for the business. Nobody goes. Everybody there is employed. They just go to find their husbands and wives. That's the biggest black singles mixer of the year. And y'all didn't know that? It's in Austin? Yeah, diabolical. No, it's not. That's where black professionals meet their husbands and wives. Why are they not allowed to do that? But that's what it is. it's not unsuccessful. It has a different. It turned out to have a different meaning. It just turned out to have a different meaning. And you essentially you pay your annual. You know how like if you're on Tinder or on Hinge or something like that, and it's like you pay for like the premium account. It's like $50 a month. Afrotech is just you paying your premiums for 2 years up front. It's like $2,800 a ticket or something. Most people who work in tech, their companies pay for, like Microsoft pays for, whatever. They pay for your tickets, but some people just pay for their tickets on their own. Go search Afrotech matchmaking, or search Afrotech dating, or Afrotech like husband, Afrotech wife. Hundreds of thousands of videos pop up like, oh girl, I met my husband at Afrotech. Single women who have nothing to do with the tech industry, just buy tickets and meet their husbands. Like, literally. I considered it once. I know you're gonna look. QL, I know you're gonna look. It sounds like fun. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful event. I mean, the crazy part about it is mostly sponsored by tech companies. So it's really just YouTube and Google and Apple and Microsoft and Tesla, or not Tesla, but yeah, like Tesla and all these big tech companies basically paying for their employees to meet their spouses. It's kind of funny if you really think about it. Like, if you really break it down, that's really what it is. I think that's a blessing. I think so too. But I'm gonna get going, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Stay out of mess. Apparently, I started some. I'll see you guys later. But
Come get my baby. Come here, Kai. Come here, baby. What's the matter? He take your dog. He take your dog. He take your dog. Up there. T, I promise to be on my really best behavior. I know you're not with the foolishness. I just want to stay for the record. Because I told that watermelon head ass lady to leave me alone. Oh, that's not. I'm only going over what I saw when I got in there. I saw her throw the diamond money gun. I heard Trina say, I like my. Then I saw Journey laughing. I saw her and Bay laughing. Then I saw her say something about take your meds. I heard Trina then say, one of the people that she cool with. Then I heard Trina then say, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to say something. Okay? I knew what Trina was going to do. Okay? But I also knew that Journey was asking for it. She was. Go ahead. Okay. I don't want to interrupt. I don't think it was warranted. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I will say that starting off. I do think I was just like, I didn't think that the gifts or Journey sending gifts, I didn't think it was that serious. I saw the little tiny go back and forth. I had no clue what Trina meant when she said, you know where I'm going to go, so don't say nothing. So I look at it like if somebody gives you a warning shot and tells you to stop messing with them, Journey's response in the comments was like, she's not scared, like, do whatever you gonna do. You feel me? Make your next move be your best move. It is what it is. And then that's when I left, and I got a call. So you probably got the same message I got that said Trina just spoke on Journey. No, I did not. Wait, give me. So I got a message that said Trina just spoke on her daughter. Oh, give me a second. Excuse me. Hold on a second. Trina, why did it start? Because she said she sent Braid 2 money guns. This is what I just found out, but before I talked. So she sent Braid 2 money guns, then you called her a fat ass. Is that how that started? Absolutely not. No, Trina. Please tell the truth for me. Like, if it's true, just tell me if it's true. No, that is not how that started. Okay. It started on my press. Well, I don't even got no dance. See, she got me calling them press songs. She made a comment calling my nails press songs, talking about people be happy or some people be tapping or something about people on their phones, tapping on their phones, and they press on nails.
So I responded. Then we did do a little back and forth.
Okay, that's what I saw. That's exactly what I said happened. Bae, come in the panel.
The gift was first.
Hold on 1 second. Bae, come in the panel real quick.
Who this your bae? T-Time?
Her name is Bae.
Oh, damn. I'm doing good.
Is that not what I said I saw?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The exact way that she just said it happened. Is that not what I said I saw?
On the phone call last night.
I saw.
On the phone call last night, yeah, you did.
For a minute.
Oh, okay.
That's what I saw. I also saw Trina trying not to go. Trina is fucking, she can go there. She was being like, I like my nails. I don't care if they press on or not. You know, like, that's how it was going. I saw her say, take your meds. I'm looking. I see this happening. I'm like, she fucking with Trina. You know what I'm saying? She fucking with her. She want this shit, right? Which is, she can do what she want to do. Journey's not my child. She's not my child. But I see. I got eyes. So don't come to me playing victim later, trying to, I understand they antagonize each other. That's my point. So don't come to me later playing victim saying she's picking with you on my platform. Can you block her? Because you guys are mutually bothering each other is my point. It's a mutual. You doing all of these things. You know what you're doing. Keep on. I'm going to go there with you. I knew it. So, okay, I'm going to fast forward because I saw that, but she don't know I saw that. Yes. Okay? So I do not say nothing to her. All right? Well, let me just clear this up first. Yeah, I did say she needs to leave Trina alone. I did. Grandma. Hold on. I ain't talking about you snagging. I ain't talking about you snagging. I ain't talking about you snagging. You eat when you ready to eat. Why he can't eat when he ready to eat? He supposed to eat food for you. Don't starve tomorrow. He's not gonna wait that long.
Samir is such a big brother. He is such a little big ain't going for it. He like, dude, it's still late. He's such a big brother. First he took the Donald's name right. And he gonna say, Granny, I'm hungry. And then he gonna say he hungry later.
She messages me a couple days later and say, you might want to take my mod privileges now because you might want to take my privileges now because Trina talks about my dead baby again. I said, okay, I will. She said, no, don't. I'm just playing. But because I know what happened, like, don't play with me. Like, you're not just playing with me. You were using that. You're using that, right? The dead baby thing, right? But I know what happened. I was there. I was watching. Okay? So now you doing me the V Clay thing. The V Clay thing. I'm just going to give you this part of what I want you to know. You know, she talked about my dead baby again. You know, shit. So when I said, okay, I'll do that. She's like, no. Don't do that. I'm just playing. Okay. I still don't tell her I know. So, I'm gonna fast forward to the call. We on the call. It's a lot of lies going on. So we got to add another person to the call, which is Bay. Because there's a lot of he says, she said, he said. This is the call that fucked everything up. And I'm going to tell y'all why. On my birthday, when they came out here, we went to a bar. I saw Journey snatch the phone out of Pooh a couple times. But I didn't know why she was doing it. I just thought that maybe, I didn't know what was happening. You know, she had snatched the phone out of Pooh. I saw it like once or twice. I caught her snatching the phone out of Pooh when I was live. I didn't know what she was doing it for. I didn't know if they was playing around, if it was banter, whatever, but it never got really bad. Like nothing came of it. Okay? So there was never a conversation.